Hi everyone, my name is Santiago Tarditi.
And my name is Valeria Hinojosa.
And we are an eco-conscious couple coming to you live from Miami Beach.
He's Colombian, I'm Bolivian. We have many things in common, starting with our love for plant medicine, but also the fact that we're both very conscious and sustainable human beings. So today we're here with you guys to share some of that knowledge, starting with our bios, I guess. So he's gonna start sharing with you guys what he's passionate about, and then I'll talk a little bit about myself.
So a little bit of background so you get an idea of where we come from. I was born in Colombia, Italian heritage, been living all over the world for the past 8-10 years, writing mainly, producing books, including this book I have here, High on Design. It's a book about the cannabis industry, the new aesthetics. And I produced it with Gestalten, a German publisher who believed in the power of this new rising culture, in the quality design, and in redefining Spanglish, and I'm stoned. And in redefining the way we think about a plant that's sacred and has been part of humanity for centuries. It has been key for our development. It has nurtured us as food. It has served as fuel, as construction material. And I think it's a plant that deserves a lot of respect. As Valeria mentioned, we truly believe in the power of plants, in the power of fungi, in the power of nature, and we must make sure that we honor the power of cannabis.
My story, just to give you a little summary, I used to be a private banker. I did that for 5 years. 6 years ago, I realized that wasn't my passion, that I wasn't connected with that industry. So I left all that behind and I started a platform, Water Through Skin, to talk about sustainability, natural medicine, natural beauty, sustainable fashion, anything that makes us better humans and more connected humans. And that's how I discovered the power of CBD. Through my own lifestyle, through my own daily choices. I was struggling with hyperthyroidism. How do you say it? Hyperthyroidism, and also depression, and just many things that I was going through in life. And prior to this was 6 years ago, I was taking different toxic pills and other things that doctors were giving me on a daily basis, and I just wasn't feeling well. It didn't connect with my body. I took those pills for years, since I was like 7 years old and diagnosed with this disease, and just one day it hit me and I started doing my research and I started reading a lot about plant medicine, and that's how I discovered CBD. So the beautiful part about this video that we're sharing with you is just both of our perspectives, because I'm more of a CBD person and he is more of a THC lover. It's a different balance that we've learned to manage at home.
It's a beautiful dance of two very powerful energies, the masculine and the feminine energies that the cannabis plant has, of course. You know, the feminine gives us this beautiful flower that we consume, but the masculine also gives us the seeds that will allow us to continue growing. And I think that's also representative of the new type of customer. You know, the up and coming first time consumer might be a little bit more interested in a less psychoactive experience, you know, because they're more focused on wellness, like
a physical relief. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for it to heal myself internally when it came to my thyroidism, but also depression and insomnia and all these physical experiences that I was going through and I didn't know how to handle in a natural way. So that's when CBD comes to play. And we always laugh about this because I'm a I don't do THC that much because my third eye is very open. So for those, that's like the psychoactive part, and one of the reasons why I'm very sensitive, so I chose not to do it. But I've learned so much from Santiago and his book and just the lifestyles that we lead on a daily basis. And we've begun experimenting with cannabis and with CBD and just finding the right balance when it comes to adding it to our day-to-days.
You find the balance. I always go overboard and I end up going on all-nighters, just munching around and writing. I get super inspired whenever I consume THC. As I mentioned, I'm a writer, I'm a poet. I just love feeling that creative flow, that state of full inspiration, and being able to just download information from the universe and put it down on a piece of paper, and sometimes turn it into a book, sometimes turn it into a poem, sometimes just leave it as a part of your journal, part of your day, your history. Journaling is also very important for me. I've been dealing with depression and anxiety for many years. And I feel that THC helps me just relax, very similarly to meditation. Meditation is another great tool. I apply a great technology that I use on a daily basis. And I also feel that the combination of both have been very helpful in my healing process and dealing with my mental health and in just growing as a person.
And when it comes to CBD, I think what amazed me the most, the wonders of this plant, is that you can apply it to so many different aspects of your life. It's not only for, in my case, I don't only use it for insomnia or depression or my thyroid, but I also use it for natural beauty. Last night we both put some natural clay mask on our faces, and I combined the bentonite clay with a few drops of CBD oil. We also take it every night under the tongue, and we start experimenting, even cooking with CBD.
Baking.
So many, yes,
the
we
best.
love baking with CBD.
Space brownies.
Even for like hair oil. So for me to understand the power of this plant was magnificent, and to experiment it in my own body, like to start feeling the effects of it and the impact of it, and how I was transforming into a better and healthier human because of it. And now we're even playing with our own CBD oil. So we started looking for more natural, pesticide-free ingredients, and we created and combined it, and literally our kitchen
potion
becomes our lab, and we start playing with different essential oils and dry flowers, and it's kind of like a ritual when it comes to CBD, and even for him, THC. I think people have this idea and this vision of cannabis being for people that want to be stoned all day and just numb themselves. But right now we're trying to teach people that you can actually use it for healing, and you can incorporate it into your day-to-day as a ritual. It doesn't have to be, just something you do to forget about everything and stop working. You can actually become creative through it, and that's something that we love: painting, writing, decorating the house, which he's already done with, but I keep redecorating in the most sustainable ways possible. But for him, THC, and for me, CBD do wonders. And for women watching this is my to-go when it comes to menstrual cramps. So periods, all the worst headaches, the worst cramps, the worst pains that I felt physically, CBD. This has been my lifesaver.
So throughout this process, we've learned a lot about not just how these different herbal combinations act on your body or your mind or your heart, your spirit, but also in the importance of ritualizing the plant, of really honoring Mother Nature. And it's something that I would recommend to many consumers. I smoke regularly, pretty much every day, sometimes a few times a day, depending on my mood and what I have to do. And if I'm ever facing a writer's block, this helps me get the creative juices flowing. But my point is, I have noticed the difference whenever I really talk to the ganja spirit and communicate with it and praise it and tell it my secrets, my concerns, my sorrows, and asking for guidance. You know, we do it with other amazing entheogens like ayahuasca or peyote. We create these whole ceremonies for them. Whereas we're doing these crazy bong rips and wax or whatever, like, it's fine. You can consume the herb any way you want, but respect it, honor it. Just be grateful because it does carry a spirit. So everything we do, every potion is full of this beautiful energy of gratitude, of praise, of just an overall feeling of elevation and gratitude.
And it's seeing it as something sacred. It comes from nature. It's here to help us, aid us, and just guide our way into a more natural, plant-based way of healing, which is beautiful. So that's our love for CBD and for THC and just the cannabis plant as a whole. If you guys want more tips about just living consciously, mindfully, very sustainably, and understanding that we have a great responsibility as consumers, humans, and even entrepreneurs, you can check out our accounts, Water Through Skin, on social media or waterthroughskin.com. Rodriguez Tarditi.
Rodriguez
right here,
Tarditi. You'll find me, or you can Google High on Design.
High on Design.
This beautiful coffee table book that we released very, very recently.
It's a gorgeous book.
Showcasing some of the best brands out there, key people, entrepreneurs, visionaries who are reshaping the way we look at cannabis.
Like,
I'm a little shy. I'm cannabis shy when it comes to.
The images are beautiful.
This is my anxiety. This is the kind of anxiety I have to deal with. I'm a little I try to be modest, but I guess it's all about being humble and appreciating that this book is the result of our very beautiful connection with a very sacred plant.